All right, as always, we take a look back to our game on Saturday, and I felt our guys really gutted one out and were real gritty and found a way to beat a ranked opponent here at home. It was great to be at home. I thought our crowd was into the game, but overall pleased with the effort. All three phases contributed to the win. Got some improvement areas that we know we need to address, so we're gonna, like every week, review the video, get back to work and get better in those areas and build off the positives.
Coach, I thought Tommy's performance was pretty remarkable, just because I don't think every program in the country is truly ready for that next man up mentality. So what about your team's culture do you think makes your players ready to step in and take that role?
Well, we really need to be consistent in the message and teach our guys that got to be ready at all times. And those guys that really work hard and learn the plan are ready to go. And that's what we really want to get to, that point each and every week, that all our guys understand the game plan and are ready when called upon. And Tommy does a really good job of that. He's done that. He's been here a short time, but he's really into learning, and he's consistent day in and day out. That's an attribute that we saw early on, and he's really pretty cool and calm. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, and I think that helped him to be ready Saturday when he got that opportunity to play.
What's the availability of Andrew Zimmerman moving forward, and do you know anything differently about Kenningham than you did on Saturday?
Well, he practiced today, and Nate did. He practiced today, so that's a good sign, and he'll keep getting better and better. We feel like, this week's really important, that he gets back into playing shape again, and we're sure planning on him being available down the road. Andrew, going to find out more today. He's really sore at this point, so we'll see where that goes. But good news with Nate, and wait and see with Andrew.
And Tommy, what did he do well, and what do you see out of him moving forward on how he might play into your plans, or maybe he doesn't because you'd like to see him next year?
Well, I think what he did well was ran the offense and led our team. He was really comfortable in the huddle. He was good on the sideline on those things that a quarterback needs to do. He needs to give the team confidence, and you could see our guys rally around him. I thought he threw some really good balls. We turned it over a couple times. The one really got knocked out of his hands by us, so it was a little self-inflicted. And the other one, he didn't throw a great ball. But the big thing that we saw, even though we had some adversity when he was in there, he's able to come out and still perform at a pretty high level. So that was really good to see.
Obviously, a bye week, they're helpful anytime with what is going on at the quarterback situation. Could this bye week have come at a better time for you guys?
Well, it is a good time for us at the quarterback position. It's a good time at some other positions too. We're a little banged up right now, and we get an opportunity to rest some guys and get them healthier, get them feeling better. But we also want to improve our football team by getting some young guys a lot of reps, and then going back to the basics. We want to improve the depth on our football team, and some of those guys that maybe weren't getting as many reps the last couple weeks, they're going to get plenty this week, because we got to have a lot of guys ready to go down the stretch.
So then what do you treat this week? Is this a work on us week, work on Eastern week, maybe look ahead at some other games, get some early install in? What's this week like for you guys in practice?
It'll be both. Early in the week here, a lot of fundamentals, focusing on UND, focusing on North Dakota, but we also feel we have an advantage because we're open this week and our next opponent is playing, so we can start preparing for them and start game planning, so that we're going to work on it and use it to our advantage.
I think looked this morning, Jackson Turner is third in the country in sacks, and he has more than any other linebacker in the country. What does he bring to the table? What have you thought of his year so far?
Well, we're really pleased. We thought he had a good year a year ago, and challenged him to take his play to another level, just to keep learning the defense so he can execute at a high level. Now, he's athletic and can run, and I think he's a tough matchup off the edge. So his effort on Saturday was really good. If you watch him play after play, he played relentless football, and that's why he's getting those sacks and really active on the field. And so we're pleased with his progress, and we want to see that continue throughout 2019.
Did it say something about your depth in the secondary that you were able to play as well as you did defensively on Saturday, minus 2 starters in the secondary?
Well, we hope so. It's still early, but we felt like C.J. Siegel is taking some steps forward as he plays. Hayden Blueball was solid. Our safety play, I really thought Jordan Kennedy was real active, and Hayden Galvin. And then we threw some other guys out there that are getting more and more reps. We had to play a number of guys because of the amount of plays we were going to see, and we hope to even be able to rotate a little bit more in the future, because there were certain points when they go fast that we seemed like we were a little bit tired as we review the tape. And they were a challenge, running the amount of plays that they do and the little time in between plays. So we got to keep focusing on developing the depth. But we have some signs that we have better depth, and that's going to help us during 2019.
We kind of touched on it after week 1, but after now a couple weeks in, what is the difference that Danny has brought on the offensive side, calling plays, and what has he brought to the table for you guys?
Well, we've been able to get some explosive plays, and those helped us on Saturday. The one thing we need to do is have a more consistent effort on offense, and we want to look for ways to keep moving the chains. Our short yardage wasn't as good as we'd like it to be. You get a couple of those short yardage conversions, that changes the game in a big way. And also, we needed a couple stops on 4th down. So those are some things that we got to keep focusing on. But I really like the energy of our offense, the willingness to attack the defense and create some explosive plays. And that's been helpful to us in the first part of the season.